Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we've got something really unexpected to talk about. That is that a new Sonic game has been announced. So if you go to Sega Hardlight's Twitter, which is the mobile division of Sega, you can go down to their tweets and you will see this, telling us to get ready for tomorrow because they've got an announcement for us. And they post this image. And this is going to be the focus of today's video. Now, of course, since this is a Sega Hardlight tweet, I can immediately tell, of course, this is no, console game. This is a new Sonic mobile game, which, yes, isn't the most exciting thing ever, but really looking at this picture, I'm actually pretty excited to download and play this game. So before I dive deeper into this image, I just want to say, this looks amazing graphically. Like, wow, if this is what we're getting for a mobile game, I am floored because this looks really good. Now, of course, if you go through every single pixel, you're going to notice that it's not the most graphically impressive, right? Like, it's not truly that impressive, but it still looks really good for a mobile game. Like, remember, we're talking a phone application here, so this looks really good. So apart from just how good this image looks, you can see that there is this road that presumably we're going to run on, and I'll get into a little bit more about that. Then you can see this flipping massive moon, which looks really cool, and you got these nice clouds, and it's this almost like you can see this horizon line very clearly, and I like that. It's really nice. And I believe that this is water here because it seems like there's reflections of the sky is what I believe I'm seeing here. Not totally sure that that's meant to be water, or maybe it's just meant to be like glass or some reflective surface, but it certainly looks to be water. But the thing I do want to talk about the most in this video is this main road, because oh boy, this looks really promising if this is what we're going to be running on. So as you can see, this road starts off going flat, goes downhill, then bam, that's a ramp. But the thing is that ramp, there's no spring, there's no dash panel. In fact, there is no springs or dash panels throughout this whole image, and that is really promising. Don't get me wrong, springs and dash panels have their place, but this looks like it is going to be momentum based. Why do I think that? Because, well, A, the ramp doesn't have any signs of automation, and B, you start from a high up place, run down, and then hit the ramp. I would say putting two and two together, it's not far-fetched to assume that you're actually going to use some sort of physics system to launch off of this ramp, which is super cool if that's what they're going for. Then you can see this badnik. I'm not sure if the badnik is placed in between the ramp and the next platform, or if it's on top of the next platform. You know, the perspective's kind of weird, but if it's in between, imagine just hitting the badnik mid-air. Like, wouldn't that would be so sick. Then after that, we get to actually the most interesting part. It is these wall running bits. Look at that. You can run up the wall and go forward and then run back down. And man, that is so awesome. But something you may notice about this ramp is that there is some little collectibles on it. But these aren't rings. In fact, there are no rings in this image. But what there is skill points. That's right, the Frontiers skill points are featured here, which is what makes me believe that this is absolutely a Frontiers tie-in. And then to go along with that, we see that this is a weird floating digital environment. So this game seems like it's going to be a Frontiers cyberspace tie-in game, which is actually awesome. But as you keep going, you can see that there's these pillar of bombs that you have to dodge, so you actually have to do some precise platforming here, is what it seems. And then, once we get right to the end, we see another ramp. So now that I've discussed everything that's in the image, I want to talk about a couple theories I have of what this might actually be in a realistic sense. The first one is that I'm thinking this might not be an infinite runner. Why do I think that? Well, as you can see, this little platforming segment comes to an end. There's no signs that there's going to be something else. Now, yes, this could just be the render distance or something like that, but what it could be is that this game has dedicated levels, where it's not just randomly generated stuff that just keeps going, it's actual dedicated levels, which would just be awesome. Then the second thing is that actually how I believe this is gonna control. So as you can see here, the way this platforming works is that if we still used a rail system where you just swiped to go on the wall, that would be super lame. Like, there would be no difficulty. All it would be is just a swipe. So my theory is that this is going to function like the Sonic 2 special stage, basically where you can hold your finger down at the bottom of the screen of where you want Sonic to be. So that means you're going to be holding your finger in the center of the screen, and then to go up this ramp, you'll slide your finger over to the left, and Sonic will run up the wall. And I really like this idea if this is what it is, because this gives us way more control of Sonic, which is just already great. And then B, the rail system has gotten old, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it works for Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash is still a fun mobile game. I still play it on the, on the off occasion. But still, the rail system, you can only do so much with it, and I think its creative energy completely ran out once we got an online game about it with Sonic Forces Speed Battle. I feel like they've used it to its full extent, so seeing that they're going to completely switch up the gameplay, at least that's what I believe, would just be fresh and actually cool. So yeah, from this teaser, this looks like it's going to be an actually really fun mobile game. So please, tell me in the comments, what do you think about this? Do you think it's going to be a good game, or do you just think it's going to be another boring Infinite Runner Sonic game? Just tell me your thoughts, because I am really interested to hear what you guys have to say. And so yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.